Hi everyone, I am Sherry Murphy with the Ultimate Real Estate Group at Coldwell Banker Realty, and I am with Tammy Davis, Providence Title, here in Southlake. Tammy, thank you so much for being with me today.
Well, thank you for having me. Hello.
Hello. So tell me a little bit about Providence Title and how you got into business and everything.
Well, again, thanks for having me. The way I got into the business, and when I say the business, I'm going to just step back a little bit and say I got into the real estate business as an agent in 1994. I was working for a commercial entity. They ran hotels, and so I saw people that were doing the commercial brokerage, and I thought, that's a great industry, I'm going to do that. And I got into my license in 94 and got into residential sales. And I found that it was such a wonderful experience where they've made me a part of their life. They're inviting me to weddings and quinceañeras and sending me Christmas cookies. And I realized that what I could do would be part of a family and not just the business. And so I did that for over a decade, and then I became a trainer for Coldwell Banker.
Yay.
And then after that, we had some changes in the industry, and some title companies had approached me about helping train the realtors about the changes in the title industry and how that. And so I've been in title ever since.
Wow.
And love Providence and love what they bring. And the thing that's great about our company is that we're across Texas now. And so that's why I'm with Providence now, is because I have an opportunity to help people in the DFW and also have an impact Houston, San Antonio, and Austin.
That's great.
So that's how I ended up here, and I love the people, and it's a fun time.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you've seen both sides because you were a realtor. Now you're on title, so
Correct.
you know the whole.
I know what's needed, and there are a lot of really good title companies out there. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of good ones, but there are some that I would never consider partnering with.
Yeah.
And that's an interesting mix out there, is that there's so much for an agent or a homeowner to be aware of, and that's one of the things I love about Coldwell Banker. We communicate. Our biggest thing is communicating with our clients, and communicating. When I say our clients, I mean our mutual client. The homeowner is the ultimate client, and we let them know what we're doing and why, and that's a big component of it. And so, to follow the C thing again, I could say, in addition to the client and the communication, we also have a consistency. We want our realtor partners to know, if you entrust us with one of your clients, the service we provided on our last transaction will be the same level of service we provide on the next transaction. And taking it a little bit further, another C would be the curative. A lot of times there are things that pop up on a title. There's a judgment or a lien or something that just, we don't know how it got there. It's okay, we're not saying anything. Sometimes you forgot that you didn't make that last payment on an auto or something like that.
Right.
And some title companies might just hand it back to the homeowner and go, it's yours to figure out. Well, our people, we do the curative work as well. And so
that's awesome.
I like that we're helping the homeowners get what they need.
Right. It's so important, because this is the largest purchase, or probably the biggest investment that they're ever going to make in their lifetime. And so it's really important for them to feel secure and know that they've got that insurance, that they've got good, clean title, and then they can always come back to you in the future if something happens.
Well, and even still having that, and even coming back to us, for instance, we have a staff of notaries, and we have our attorneys that are on staff, that if you needed something, say maybe you needed a change in ownership, or you needed something like a notary, where you had needed a document notarized, or you needed a copy of a survey and you needed it to be a notarized survey, heirship affidavits. There's always things that you need as it relates to a home, but maybe not necessarily selling it at that time. And you need to know you have a community member. And we're part of this community. And if someone needs us, that's one of the things that I like about us, is our lobby's available and open, and we're always wanting to help you. Come on over and get a bottle of water, have a snack. That's us.
They're so friendly.
So,
So tell me a little bit about you and your family and what y'all like to do.
well, we live locally, and so we're a family of 3. We wanted to be a much larger family, but God had other plans. But one of the things about our family is we are very patriotic. And I love that you let me sit in front of the flag. That I was like, oh, where do you want to sit? I'm like, oh, in front of the flag. And so we're a family that we're so blessed, and we understand that home ownership is such a valued right that we have in this country, and home ownership isn't as valued in other countries. I mean, it's a whole different thing, and the way homeowners are able to be vested in title and that sort of thing. So we value that, and our daughter's been taught to be a great American. She and my husband and I, we would rally the neighborhood and go get putting flags in the yard during patriotic days like 4th of July, Flag Day, Patriots Day and other things. So we've always done that, and that's just the way. That's just who we are. And to take that one step further, almost all of our travel's domestic. We love Marco Island. Oh my gosh, the pace is a little bit slower.
Yeah.
And we love Marco Island, Key West. We enjoy Colorado, going Philadelphia, and so we love to see all that we can see all across the country.
Right.
So that's
so cool.
Whenever we do our traveling, that's what we like to do.
All 50 states yet?
Almost. So now what about you? Where do you travel? What do you like?
I like the beach.
So you're a beach gal.
Anywhere I can get my toes in the sand, I'm a happy girl. So
I love it. That's good.
Yeah. So tell me, are there places in Southlake, because we're in Southlake, Coldwell Banker and Providence Title are in Southlake, and so what do you like to do in Southlake?
Well, you know what, I was just thinking, when we're out and about, we love Southlake Town Square, of course.
Yeah.
There's much to be there, but we like to go to Central Market and then the Nordstrom's rack across the street. You can always pick up something good at Nordstrom's rack.
Right?
And we love dining on the patio over at Gloria's.
Sherry McKenzie even loves Gloria's.
Yes, everyone loves Gloria's. Well, and Moxie's is fun back in Town Square.
Yeah.
And so that's always good. And the Christmas parade, that you get that in Town Square, and you have Santa. You can't beat that.
I know.
Really excited to try out Evo.
Yes.
It just opened, and we haven't been over there yet, so that's very exciting. And of course, Kendra Scott.
Yes.
Not a birthday goes by that we're not over at Kendra Scott's. So I'm not really sure how on my birthday my daughter gets a half price piece. And you do that. I think this is Kendra right here, right? This is Kendra. So you love Kendra.
I do. So if y'all don't know, your birthday month, you get 50% off one item. So, and I knew someone who, she had like a 1-year-old baby girl, and she would use her birthday to go in and get her something from Kendra Scott.
Yeah, Abby gets my birthday, my husband's birthday, Grandpa's birthday.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun. So we like that, and of course we love going over to Brio, and so it's just a nice community, and we're really fortunate to be able to live over here. And so we really enjoy the area.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I wanted to show everybody, this is what Tammy provides.
This is what I provide.
Okay, so I'm a full service realtor and do open houses for my sellers. And even if you are just a seller or a buyer, you can get these from Tammy. So these will help walk you through your whole transaction, buyer guides, seller guides, and then tell us about, I can tell you, but I'm gonna let Tammy tell you about these wonderful feedback forms for open houses.
Well, the feedback form, and the thing that's great is Sherry's being so gracious. She's an amazing agent who provides these for her clients. What I like is that she wants to educate her clients and let them know about the process, and she's not gonna say that, but she that's one of the ways that we became business partners, was that she was like, how can I serve the buyers and sellers and really let them know what's going on in the transaction. And she knew that that's how I operated, and so that's how we're such a good mix. And these home buyer guides and seller guides, they talk specifically about the process. They don't talk so much about the wonderful job that Sherry does or the wonderful services that Coldwell Banker provides. They talk about the process.
Right.
And she makes sure to get those to every buyer and every seller that she works with.
Mm-hmm.
And the open house feedback form that I've made, these are something that she takes to every open house. And of course, even though the market is so hot, you don't necessarily need an open house, but she still holds them so that the public can come in and look at the house, and the seller knows that she's full service and doing everything that you need in a transaction. And these feedback forms, they give a buyer an opportunity to just pause for a second and think, oh, okay, so what about the curb appeal that I like and don't like? What is my first impression of the interior? What does the master bedroom, bathroom offer? Do I like it? Because sometimes you can walk into a house and you're like, oh, I just love it. And then you forget that you needed 4 bedrooms or you needed 3 bedrooms or whatever. And so this is just a really good piece that Sherry provides, that we provide to Sherry, and we make those available so that when she's holding an open house, the seller knows that she's doing a really good job of getting the feedback they need. Because when a seller, even though the market's cranking right now, the sellers need to know that their realtor is working for them, and they're fortunate to have you. They really are.
Well, thank you.
And so those are things that we always provide, and Sherry provides.
And it really does make a difference. Having a partner like this to be able to enhance the service that I give. I mean, you just put the cherry on top. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
So if someone out there needs your services, how do they contact you?
Well, they can contact me through mental telepathy. I always know when someone needs me. But other than that, you can reach me at tdavis at protitletx.com, tdavis@protitletx.com. That's my email. You can call me on my mobile. Everyone's always calling me on my mobile, 469-583-2218. And I'd be happy to put you in touch with one of our closers. But you may not need a closer. You may need some guidance about a survey, or you need to just have some questions answered and you're not quite ready to reach out to a realtor, or you need something notarized. We'd be happy to help you with that. So that's me, Tammy Davis, Providence Title, T Davis at protitletx.com. And thanks for your time today, Sherry. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh my
course.
goodness. And guys, if you can't reach her, you can always call me and I can text her. She responds like that. And we hope that you give us a call, and thank you for joining in with us today. Again, I'm Sherry Murphy with the Ultimate Real Estate Group at Coldwell Banker Realty. Thanks.
Thank you.